Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay, thank you so much for your coming, and now we will continue our session. This is the second session, and I hope you ready for your presentation. Okay, and before we start our session, let's we start with basmalah together. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. And now VCT virtual coordinator training for student will be start, and I will give the first turn to Najwa Armedya. Okay, please Najwa, is yours.
Okay, thank you to the Mrs. Krishna. Beforehand, introduce myself. My name is Najwa Armedya from SMP Negeri 1 Ponorogo. Okay, just go ahead. Here I will deliver material with the theme tip for choosing skincare for teens. Okay, let's just go ahead. Tips for choosing skincare for teens. Tips memilih skincare untuk remaja. Next, daftar isi. What is skincare? Number two, is skincare important for teens? Number three, what are the benefits of using skincare in adolescence? Number four, tips for choosing skincare. Number 5, 3 basic skincare. Next, what is skincare? Apa itu skincare? Skincare is a range of application that supports the integrity of the skin to improve its appearance and change the condition of the skin. They can contain nutrients, avoid excessive sun exposure, and use appropriate emollient skin products. So, skincare is very important for we skin because can make we skin healthy and keep Okay, next. Is skincare important for teens? Apakah skincare itu penting untuk remaja? Actually, skincare so very important for teens. But facial care means using beauty products and clinical care is needed when teenagers have entered puberty because at puberty, facial skin condition can experience change due to hormonal change in the body, causing a lack of oil or dry and excess oils or so-called only skin. Both of their conditions can cause infection in a person's face. Are the benefits of using skincare in adolescence? Apa sih manfaat menggunakan skincare di masa remaja? Even though it looks impractical, the use of skincare is useful for treating and maintaining the health of facial skin from an early age. It's better. From now on, avoid feeling lazy to ask skincare so that you can experience several benefits for facial skin such as Number 1, provide nutrition to facial skin. Healthy skin not only plays an important role in appearance, but also as a barrier between the external environment and the internal organs of the body. To get all of the things on way that should not be missed is to meet the nutritional needs of teenage skin. Care for good skin starts from proper nutritional intake. And second, carrying the appearance of wrinkles. The use of skincare in adolescence can help avoid wrinkles on the face. The use of regular and proper skincare can help you maintain the softness and elastic of the skin on the face. We recommend that you use skincare that contains collagen in it. Number three, keep facial skin moist. A moist face is the key to getting healthy, glowing skin away from problems such as dullness, dryness, and acne. And to get facial moisture, is it it is not enough just to add a moisturizing cream on a dye. The use of regular and proper skin can help you maintain the softness and elastic of the skin on the face. Next, tips for choosing skincare. Tips memilih skincare. Choosing skincare for teenagers is an easy thing to do. If you are not careful, skincare products can actually cause skin problems such as acne, blackhead, dull skin, and others. To avoid this problem, you need to know your skin type first. 1. Knowing the type of skin. Having clean and radiant facial skin is definitely every woman's dream. Which woman wants her face to be dull only and full on pimples? Normally, of course, no woman wants it. It, it desires to have healthy and beautiful facial, facial skin makes women eager to try various types of skincare for treatments. Starting from local products to imported products, we will also try especially skincare from Korea. Korea does have advantages in its skincare products to make women's facial skin glow and healthier naturally. Although there are many mistakes of using skincare that must be done, it does not reduce the desire to buy various kinds of products. No matter how hard someone uses skincare products but does not recognize the type of facial skin, it will be dangerous. The danger is that it will make face skin dull, even a little which worsens the condition of facial skin. For this reason, it is very important to identification special skin types before buying the desired skincare products. There are five types of skin, namely on oily, dry, normal, combination, and sensitive. Next, number two, Trolley Sayings product composition. The composition of the skincare product of course adjusts to the problem that are often created. bathe the skin so that the active ingredients in them will react according to the function. When we buy a product, there is definitely a composition behind it. When we choose skincare, we have to really examine the product's composition. Next, choose skincare made from natural ingredients. Why should it be made from natural ingredients? Can minimize the occurrence of allergens. Does not have long-term harmful effects on skin. It is more friendly to skin and environments, of course. There things are my main reason for choosing skincare products and most important because I love my skin. So I don't want to let it continue to be contaminated with too many chemicals, especially for the little one whose skin is still is in perfect condition, but must be extra careful in caring for and choosing the right products. Now it is also easier for us to get skincare products made from natural ingredients. It can be obtained offline or online, so you don't need to worry that it's difficult to get these natural products. Next, 3 basic skincare from teens. 3 basic skincare untuk remaja. Number 1, facial wash. The first order in using basic skincare is to clean your face first. Cleaning the face foundation to clean the face from makeup. Thus ensure that stick to facial skin. Cleaning your face can help prevent blackheads, prevent acne, control oily production, and make your face look fresh. As a facial wash that has a soft texture, avoid using facial wash that contains alcohol, perfume, and parabens so that facial skin is not irritated. Number 2, as a moisturizer. The second order in using basic skincare is to as a moisturizer. Moisturizer has a function to moisturize the skin, control eye protection, strengthen the skin layer, and smoothen the skin texture. Moisturizer that can be used for beginners are moisturizers that do not contain active ingredients such as scintilla, aloe vera and extra flower. The ash of this moisturizer can be used in the morning and at night. Moisturizer can also make your makeup stick longer, prevent dry skin, and make face skin brighter. Number 3, a sunscreen with a minimum of SPF 13 PF. Apply sunscreen 30 minutes before applying makeup or before leaving the house. Then repeat the use of sunscreen every 4 hours. Kesimpulannya, skincare is very important for maintaining the health of our skin. Is the selection of skincare is correct according to the needs of our skin, and the as is sufficient and not excessive. Well, thank you. This is material that I can comment, and then I will submit it to Mrs. Krishna.
Okay, thank you so much, Najwa Armedya. Najwa told us about skincare for teen. Yeah, I know that teenagers needs to care the skin because the healthy skin make their face look beautiful. I know that you are so young and you need look beautiful, yeah. So you must always carrying your skin. And if we always carrying our skin when we still young, we can look young when we are old, yeah. And carrying skin means give the important nutrients for our not only our face, but we can give the best nutrient for all of our body. So we looks clean, we looks fresh, and we look so young. Okay, uh, very good material, Najwa. And now I will give next turn to Lavirda Pricilvia. Is Lavirda there?
Yes.
Hello. Okay. Now it's your turn, Lavirda, and time is yours.
All right. Thank you. So, is the slide show up?
Okay. You can make it full screen, Lavirda.
Is this already full screen?
Okay. I can see it. Now you can start your presentation, Lavirda.
All right. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good evening, everyone. My name is Lavirda Pricilvia. I'm 14 years old, studying at SMBN Ponorogo. Here are some contact number and my email if you want to contact me or ask about something. As you can see today in this presentation, I want to present about healthy life during pandemic. In this pandemic, there are so many diseases can attack us easily. Therefore, we must protect our own self properly. One way to take care of ourselves is to increase our immunity. We can increase our immunity with healthy lifestyle. What is healthy lifestyle? Let's get to know together. First of all, let me show you about table of content on the point what we gonna talk about today. First, there is description about the topic. Second, the main idea of this presentation that is healthy lifestyle tips during pandemic. Third, we got conclusion about all of the topic. Before we going to the main topic, do you know what coronavirus that makes this pandemic is? So what is coronavirus? According to World Health Organization, coronavirus disease or COVID-19 is an infection disease caused by a newly discovered coronavirus. Most people infected with COVID-19 virus will experience mild to moderate respiratory illness and recover without requiring special treatment. Other people and those with underlying medical problems like cardiovascular disease, diabetes, chronic respiratory disease, and cancer are more likely to develop serious illness. How can this virus spread? COVID-19 virus will experience mild to moderate respiratory illness and recovery without requiring special treatment. Other people and those will under I'm sorry. How can this virus spread? The COVID-19 virus spread primarily through droplets of savilla or discharge from the nose when an infected person coughs or sneezes. So, it is important that you also practice respiratory etiquette, for example by choking into a flexed elbow. According to Center for System Science and Engineering (CSSE) from Johns Hopkins University, corona case in Indonesia was touched 1,670 million cases. We need to stop the spread of coronavirus. This is activity that you can prevent the spread of coronavirus. First, social distancing at least. Stay away 1 meter apart from other people who don't live with you. Second, wear a mask that covers your nose and mouth to help protect yourself and others. Third, wash your hand often with soap and water to kill virus on your hand. And fourth, you should stay at home if there are no important activities to do. So that is a little explanation about coronavirus and how to prevent it. I hope you all understand with my explanation about this. Move to the next topic, what healthy lifestyle is. According to World Health Organization, there is a three explanation about what healthy lifestyle is. First, healthy lifestyle is a way of living that lowers the risk of being seriously or dying early. Not all illness and disease is preventable. However, a large proportion of death, particularly those from coronary heart disease and lung cancer, can be avoided. Scientific studies have identified certain types of behavior that contribute to serious illness and early death. This booklet aims at helping you to change your behavior and improve your health so that you and your family live healthier and have a longer life. Second, healthy lifestyle is a way of living that helps you enjoy more aspects of your life. Health is not just about avoiding a disease or illness. It is about physical, mental, and social well-being too. This booklet aims at help you decide to make a healthier choice in your life, which will give you more opportunity to enjoy more aspects of your life for longer. Third explanation is healthy lifestyle is a way of living help you, your whole family. When you adopt a healthy lifestyle to provide a more positive role model for other people in your family, particularly children, you will also create a better environment for them to grow up in. By helping them to follow a healthier lifestyle, you will be contributing to their well-being and enjoyment of life now and the future. After we know about what healthy lifestyle is, I have healthy lifestyle tips to stay healthy during pandemic for you guys. Wanna know about it? Let's learn about that together. First tip is stay active. Gyms might not open, however, there are a lot of alternatives to getting physically activities without going against the preventive best practices recommendation by the CDC, like social distancing and avoiding like aerobic can be done safely at home. Another important point to consider is that avoiding course does not mean avoiding nature. Going for a brisk walk or jogging outside is uncrowded areas outdoor is still considered relatively safe. Push-up, sit-up, jumping jack, and more exercise are good ways to stay it away from the gym. One more example about activities that you can do at home to stay productive is gardening. You can plant your fruit or maybe vegetable. After it has bristled, you can eat your fruit or vegetable that you plant with your own self. Maybe if you want, you can sell it too. Second, educate sleep. Good sleep, good sleep is essential to our overall health. According to the National Institutes of Health, a part of U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and the national leading medical research agency, immune system activation after sleep and sleep in turn affect innate and adaptive arm of our body defense system. While the amount of sleep needed for good health and optimum performance mostly depends on the individual. The CDC recommends adults at 18 until 16 years old get 7 or more hours of sleep per night. Third, healthcare maintenance. If you have medication prescribed for any condition, be sure to take them as directed by your provider. Chronic conditions such as hypertension, diabetes, asthma, and many others should be kept in check with taking your medication as prescribed. Be sure to reach out to your healthcare team with any concerns as well. In the age of COVID-19, telehealth solutions are available if you want to speak with a provider about a health concern unrelated to COVID-19. Fourth tips is self-care. Take time to care about yourself. Be supportive and suggest the same for those close to you. Meditation, relaxation, quality time with family, personal care of yourself promotes overall wellness. Do what you want to do. Well, that's not a bad thing. 5. Diet and nutrition. Practicing self-discipline and avoiding emotional eating due to stress that may be related to the drastic change surrounding the COVID-19 pandemic and how it affects our life is imperative. According to CDC, whole foods like dark leaf greens, oranges, and tomatoes, even fresh herbs are loaded with vitamins, fiber, and mineral. Make it a habit to try to eat more whole nutrition food instead of processed snack or fast food. 6. Cope with stress and anxiety. Positively cope with stress and anxiety induced by new purification. We must all know that to combat the spread of COVID-19 in our communities. Positive coping mechanism will include exercise, meditation, reading, further developing certain skill or hobby, etc. Use this era to increase your daily repetition of these positive activities and develop new or even better routines than you may have adhered to prior or emergence of current COVID-19 pandemic. Last, stay connected. Talking with loved one while in the isolation can help reduce the anxiety and intense of feeling down. Take time to analyze the multitudes of technology and application, many free that can help you stay in touch with those you love. Our busy life before the COVID-19 have limited how often we connected with distant loved ones. Now, the time to fully exploit these modern capabilities for following companionship and camaraderie. Finally, move to the last point of this video conference. That is a conclusion. The guidance above is to improve overall health and wellness. Please be aware that out of eating, nutrition, food, physical activity, adequate rest, and taking care of our mental health make sure us more resilient. It's not a cure nor does it quarantine immunity from contracting COVID-19. In addition to this suggestion, first and foremost, be sure to practice CDC guidance on social distancing, self-care, self-quarantine, wearing of cloth of mask when social distancing is not possible, and talking with your provider about any concern you may have regarding your health. If you have a medical emergency, visit an emergency room. If you have an injury or illness unrelated to COVID-19, be sure to visit an organ care center. That's it. If there's so many mistakes, I feel apologize. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Lavirda Pricilvia, for your presentation. Yes, I know that you talked about a healthy life during pandemic. Okay, we know that now we are live with coronavirus. Yeah, um, so many people died because this virus, and corona can make people die, especially to a person who have special diseases, yeah, like um, diabetes maybe, yeah, or hypertension, and, and so on, and so many diseases, yeah. So we must really careful to live and life, yeah. We must wearing mask, and then social distancing, and always um, keep our body clean. Yeah, we must wash our hands. Yeah, this is right. And we hope this virus can be moved from our earth earlier. Yeah, so we can live like before. Yeah. Okay, thank you so much for Lavirda. And then for the next turn, I give change from for Aurora Sekarayu. Are you there, Aurora? Hello, you can open your mic.
Yes, hello, Miss.
Okay, are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready, Miss.
Yes. Our time is so apa ya? So we have so little time. So I hope you can explain maybe a little um, quickly, yeah, so we can have time to upload this video. Okay, Aurora?
Yes.
Okay. Aurora, time is yours.
Okay, thank you. Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good evening, all. I would also like to thank Mrs. Krishna, who was present as an instructor at this vicon, as well as the friends who attend. My name is Aurora Sekarayu from SMPN 1 Ponorogo. I was born in Ponorogo on the 25th of April in the year 2006. I am currently in the 8th grade or 2nd grade of junior high school. Okay, let's just get into the material. The topics that will be discussed this evening are: one, definition of ACD and e-government. The second is the benefits of using ACDs in government. The third is the positive impact arising from e-government. The fourth is the negative impact of e-government. The fifth is steps that can be taken to increase the positive impact of e-government. And the last is steps that can be taken to reduce the negative impacts of e-government. Okay. Firstly, I will explain what information and communication technology is. So, information and communication technology are commonly referred to as ACD. It's all activities related to processing, management, manipulation, and delivery or transfer of information between facilities or media. So, ACDs have a profound impact on everyday life. So that ACD is widely used in various aspects to improve the quality of human life as a medium of learning and education, as a mass communication medium in promoting and campaigning issues practically and systematically. One of which is in the field of government. Then, what is a government itself? So, a government is the use of information technology carried out by the government to provide information and service for its citizens, including business affairs and other matters relating to government. Several local governments at the district or municipal level and provincial level governments in Indonesia have started to utilize ICT to carry out government activities with the aim of improving government service to the community to make it more efficient. Next, what are the benefits of ICT in government? ICT has many benefits when applied in life, especially in the field of government. The following are some of the benefits of ICT in the field of government, including the first is increasing service to the community. With the use of ICT in the government sector, people can be served anytime and anywhere without having to come directly to a government office. This makes it easier and more practical for the community to manage various matters related to the problem. In addition, with the creation of ICT, people can obtain more complete information as needed through the web page that has been provided. Then what is next is the increase in relationship between the government and the business world and the community. The relationship between the government and the business community and society can improve because information becomes easier to obtain. The government and the private sector as well as the public can exchange information so that it can be an effective means of doing business. The third benefit is the availability of information that is easily accessible to the public. With the availability of easily accessible information, people can make correct decisions in dealing with various problems related to government, so that the use of information and communication technology will empower the community. Then the fourth benefit is the loss of bureaucracy, which has been an obstacle for the business world and society when it's come to government. The use of information and communication technology makes government implementation more efficient because it is done online and does not have to wait for a long process. And plus benefits is that the community becomes easier to provide critiques and suggestions related to service. The use of information and communication technology as in the government sector means that various services provided by the government are channeled through online platform. There is usually a suggestion and input box on the government provide web so that it can make it easier for the public to provide input on a policy meant to improve government performance. Next, then what are the positive impacts of e-government? So in addition, the use of ICT in government sector also has positive and negative impacts which are interrelated with one another. Positive impacts, the first is that the service provided by the governments are getting better. The service provided by the government are better because the public can get various government service easily and quickly so that the message to be conveyed can be understood and minimize the occurrence of misinformation. This makes the public pervasive that the service provided by the governments are of very good quality. The next positive impact is that the process of solving community problems becomes easier and faster. This happens because people do not have to wait their turn to raise the problems they face, because everything has been handled by technology that makes everyone can ask it together, and this also makes problems that enter the system more organized and resolved more quickly. The third is that the community does not need to wait at government office and justly offer pressure. Yeah, so by utilizing exciting technology today, a facility can be made available wherever and whenever we are. This is what makes us no longer have to justly when we need government service because it can be done through cell phone and other electronic device. The fourth positive impact is that it can make government employees more skilled in utilizing technology so that the quality of their research increase. With us of technology in the government sector, employees will work innovability most able to ask various elements of the technology used, so as to make the quality of human research or employees of these employees better. The last positive impact is that it make it easier for the government to catch criminals through CCTV. Why is the government making it easier to catch criminals via CCTV? This is because CCTV can record the perpetrator's number plate. Besides that, it can also record the perpetrator's face and so on. This then becomes a reference for the government in arresting the perpetrators by cooperating with the authorities. Okay, next is negative impacts of a government. First, the more freely people access government websites, the more opportunity for cybercrime to occur, which can damage the ICT system in a government. Why did this happen? This can happen because with people continuously accessing this site, it cannot be denied that there may be data leaks that make people irresponsible or hackers can sabotage the e-government. The second negative impact is the cost used to build the infrastructure and its engineering, which is very expensive. To build various infrastructure as well as techniques in the government field is very expensive because if it is not done properly, it can make the information contained in it very easy to hack. The third negative impact is that it is difficult for people living in remote areas to access websites, blogs, or video about politics in Indonesia. In Indonesia itself, not all regions have good internet access. This can make it difficult for rural communities to access the various existing features. The next negative impact is related to transparency. Namely, in some developed countries, many jobs state new published by the country itself. So in some developed country, there is a lot of information that is not easily traced by the public. This is because there are many cases that the information conveyed by several government parties incorrect information, so that people find it hard to believe. The fifth negative impact is that it is increasingly difficult to maintain public privacy if the state continuously records information. Because the public is asked to continuously fill in personal biodata, this has resulted in the government being able to find out personal information from its user. And the last impact is the lack of privacy in a country due to the insecure confidentiality of the increasingly sophisticated decision tools. Next, steps that can be done to improve the positive benefits of e-government. The steps that can be taken include: the first step that can be taken is to provide various features on the official government website so that people are more interested in using a government that is managed by the government. The second step is to provide customer service, so that if there are users who want to submit complaints, then they can be submitted through the customer service provided, which can make the quality of service provided ever better. The next step that can be taken is to promote about a government by the government, so that people will know more about a government. Promotion that carried out can be in the form promotion of managed service program or benefits when using a government and other. This promotion can be done in an interesting and creative way. The fourth step is to provide accurate information related to a government managed by a government, accompanied by reliable sources. Well, this can make people more trusting and avoid hoax information, so that people feel safe and comfortable when using this government service. The final step that can be taken is to develop the human resource capacity of both the government and the autonomous regional government, along with increase the agency of the community. Next is step to improve the negative impact of a government. The first step that can be taken is that the government continues to provide service to people living in remote areas or having difficulty accessing the internet. So although in some of these areas it is difficult to access the internet, the government should still provide the same service without being differentiated, so that people in both urban and rural areas can access the same service. And if possible, the government also provides a solution related to the difficulty of access. The next step is the use of firewall as website protection from hackers. This firewall is expected to provide security for information, so that it is protected from hackers and so on. The third step is to provide deterrent sanctions for irresponsible parties. This is not in our authority, but this step is an effective step if the government can cooperate with the authorities in forecoming and punishment on unscrupulous individuals who abuse their abilities, which can harm many people. And the fourth step is for the government to disseminate information to the public about its using the internet. The existence of this socialism aims to make people wiser in using the internet, so that not many are harmed. Okay, next is the final step that the government can take is to make laws protecting aiding a government in Indonesia. With this law, it is hoped that a government in Indonesia and in other countries can be protected so that they can continue to develop their services. Next example, are there any cities that have implemented a government in Indonesia? Let's we check together. It turns out that several cities in Indonesia have implemented a government. This city include first Surabaya. The second is Bojonegoro. The third is Binjai. The fourth is Bandung, and the last is Yogyakarta. Next is conclusion. So the conclusion is currently information and communication technology has been readily used for various activities in life. One of them is used in the government sector. With the use of this technology, it is hoped that it will be able to make everything easier and more practical, so that people feel comfortable in using public service. However, in addition to positive impact, the use of ICT also has negative impact that must be minimized so that people will be more confident and calm when using this government application. And it is hoped that in the future, the service provided will be even better. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. Aurora Sekarayu is very good presentation, and I know that you're learning quickly, yeah, and your English is more better than before. Okay. Aurora explain about the role of ICT in government. Yeah, explain about ICT, and then what is ICT services for government, and then the benefit of using ICT to help government business, positive and negative impact of using ICT in government. Okay, that's it. The material from Aurora Sekarayu. Congratulations. That is good material. And now I would like to give a chance for Arya Gio. Is it Arya Gio there? Hello? Arya Gio? You can unmute your microphone. First, Q. Hello, Q. I think you active here, but maybe any trouble with him. Can someone call him? Oh yeah. I hope you can presentation your material not more than 15 minutes, yeah, because we must upload our video tonight, and this is injury time for us. So let's make it quickly and easy, okay? Arya Gio, are you there? Can you listen my voice, Gio? Okay. No answer. Okay. Next, I will give turn for Reaya. Are you ready, Reaya?
Yes.
Okay. You can prepare your presentation, and Reaya, time is yours.
Okay. Can I turn in the camera?
Pardon me?
Can I turn in the camera?
Turn off your camera.
Menyalakan.
Oh, turn on. Okay. I think
Okay.
memang you must turn on your camera when you present your presentation, yeah. Okay. The subject on that. It's okay.
Okay. Okay, thank you, the Miss Krishna, who has invited me to take over as president of today vicon. Okay, before we started, let me introduce again. I'm Reaya Sabdanieta. Okay, I'll start screen now. Okay, did you see my screen?
Please make it full screen, Reaya.
Okay.
Okay.
First, emoji or emotion. Actually, what is emotion? Emotion is the body reaction to a certain situation. The nature and intensity of emotion are usually closely related to human cognitive activity or thinking as a result of perception of the situation. It has long been known that emotion is one of the most influential aspects of human attitude, together with two other aspects, namely cognitive or thinking power and cognitive or psychomotor. Em- emotion, em- emotion or what is often called the affective aspect is a determinant of attitude, one of the predisposition of human behavior. However, not many people question the emotional aspect under Daniel Goleman, a pirate who raised it to be the main topic in his book. Emotional intelligence is not a new concept in the world of psychology. Long before Goleman in 1920, E.L. Thorndike has revealed social intelligence, which are the ability to manage interpersonal relationships for both men and women. Thorndike believed that social intelligence is an important condition for a person's success in various aspects of life. Impact emotion. The high production of stress hormone caused by suppressing emotion can also increase heart rate and blood pressure. If it occurs in the long term, it can put you at a higher risk of suffering from various chronic diseases such as stroke and heart failure. There are also emotional function, according to James Lynch. Perceived emotions are perception of change in the body. One of the earliest theories on emotion was Susan stated by the American psychologist William James. We feel sad because we cry, angry because we attack, afraid because we are seeking. According to Canon Peart, the emotions that are felt and the response of the body are independent events. In the 1920, another theory about the relationship between bodily state and perception emotion was put forward by Walter Cannon based on Billy Bart's approach to emotional research. According to Daniel Goleman, the meaning of emotion, according to him, is very activity or upheaval of feeling, thought, lose, a very great and overwhelming mental state. Daniel also said that emotion refers to a typical feeling and thought, a biological and psychological state of series of tendencies to act. According to Chaplin, understanding emotion, according to him, is a state that is aroused from the organism, which includes conscious changes that are performed from the change in behavior. Chaplin also discussed emotion from feeling, and he said that feeling is conscious experience that is activated either by external stimuli or by various physical states. How to control emotion. 1. Deep, slow breath. First, into inhale. Must be familiar with this one way and are very familiar. It's easy to do this. Even we do this every day but at normal volume. Oh yeah, this is also to train our patience. 2. Exercise. There are also some ways for exercising and stifle emotion. I would recommend it. First is sprinting, yoga, and stretching exercises. 3. Perform muscle relaxation. Nah, this method is quite effective because the heart and the physical part are comfortable. I will mention some ways to relax the muscle. Sit or lie down in a comfortable room away from noise. Tighten your leg muscle for 5 seconds. Then relax the muscle for 5. Extend your toes so they don't cramp. 4. Look for a calming word or process. This I can recommend much because I don't like searching for words and listening to phrases. But I know a little bit sort of a brief food or snack. This is usually done for men for girls. So we do sleep first. After sleep, explain. This is to neutralize anger, and after sleep our brain freezes again so it can filter out good things. And the last word of wisdom, for example, don't think about it. You've done your best. 5. Listen to music. Then there is listening to music. People listen music in different. So I will explain what I think. First, I will listen to K-pop song from boy band that I like. Then I will listen to girl group whose music can make you forget about the problem. Well, this activity we do two activity, namely 1. Streaming their MV are usually done by K-popers. 2. We can calm down and even forget about emotion. And the last, don't talk. Instead of confusing the problem, we should not talk to people when they are emotional, because that person might get angry with us and breaking and end up breaking the relationship. Oh yes, we also have to think of words so as not to hurt their feeling if you don't want to have a bad impact. Emotion classification. One way of classifying emotion is based on whether they are positive or negative. Positive emotion such as joy and gratitude express an evolution for a favorable feeling, while negative emotions such as anger or guilt express to the opposite. Emotion cannot be neutral because being neutral means being non-emotional. According to Kretz, there are 7 classifications of human emotional, namely 1. The concept of will, 2. Pent-up will, 3. Punishing oneself for shame, 5. Sadness, 6. Hatred, and 7. Love. Sources of emotion and mood. 1. Personality. The first one I can explain much because myself I'm confused about what I really am. 2. J. If in the morning we get yells or screams that will also affect our day, we will contemplate all day long and get anywhere. Therefore, parents must also understand. Weather. Well, the weather also affects. For example, when we want to play, it suddenly rains. Finally, emotional and angry. Next, social activity. Then there is social activity. This is usually short and wants to get angry but can't. For example, we want to sleep. Our neighbors are throwing a party. And last, gender. Then there is gender, usually the most severe. namely women because they experience menstrual periods and experience body excess and unstable mood. Men actually can, but not as bad as women. External boundaries on emotion. Every organization sets boundaries that identify which emotion can be accepted and the extent to which employees can express them. Example, organizational influence and culture influence. Emotional work. Emotional work is a situation where an employee expresses desired emotion in an organizational manner during interpersonal transaction at work. The concept of emotional labor emerged for research on service-related jobs. For example, an airline expects its flight attendants to be happy, but emotional work can be relevant for all types of work. For example, a manager expects his subordinate to be polite in interaction with workers. The real challenge is when employees have to show one emotion while experience another at the same time. This difference is called emotional dissonance. Left unhacked, locked up feeling of frustration, anger, and hatred can, can eventually lead to emotional exhaustion and mental collapse. Well, that was some explain about emotion. Normal people can definitely get emotional. If you can get emotional, you are not human. No, no, I'm just kidding. Actually, there are many more about emotion, but we discussed about only. The rest you can search on Google and others so that I can see if there are more or less. I apologize for the time and place. I return to Miss Krishna.
Okay, thank you so much, Reaya Sabdanieta, for your completely explanation. In this life, we must manage our emotions, yeah, because it can make it our feel better or broken. So when we feel broken heart, we must manage our emotion, yeah. Manage our emotion can make our mood will be better than before, yeah. And it means we can get more healthy, more smile, and our face always shiny. Yeah. Okay, thank you so much for Raya. And then now I would like to call Allysa Zahra Helma. Are you there, Allysa? You can unmute your microphone
Yes,
first. Yes. Are you ready? Uh,
yes,
what is your camera? Can you turn on your camera, please? Because you will present your presentation. You must on your camera. Hello, Alisa. Alisa, can you hear me? Alisa. Hello, Alisa.
masih recording Bu ini.
Can you please turn on your camera?
Yes,
Turn on your camera, Alisa. Hello, Allysa.
Bentar Bu, masih loading ini. Yes.
Okay, Allysa, now you can present your slide.
Okay.
Allysa.
Thanks to Miss System. Let me introduce. My name is Allysa Zahra Helma from Junior School Ponorogo. Okay. Thanks to okay.
Allysa, where is your slide presentation? Have you ready, Allysa? Yeah, Lisa, I think you have problem with your connection, yeah. So you can prepare again with your slide. And I will give to Arya Gio first because we have no time. Gio, do you can hear me, Gio? Hello, Gio. Gio, where are you? Or maybe Maria Sisiliando. Maria, where are you? Maria Sisiliando. We still have three students that we must present their presentation. There are Allysa Zahra Helma and then Arya Gio and then Maria Sisiliando. Arya Gio, can you hear me? Please unmute your microphone, Arya. Maybe some of you can calling Gio. Hello, Gio. Okay, Maria Siciliando. Can you hear me? Maria, please unmute
Yeah.
your microphone. Yeah, okay. Now you can present your presentation, Maria.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes.
Where is your camera? Please turn on your camera first. Okay, thank you. Please, I need someone to call Gio. Maybe Lavirda. Hello, Lavirda. Can you help me to call Gio?
Q. All right.
Yes.
Wait a
Okay,
sec.
thank you, Lavirda. Okay. And Maria. Oh, Gio, are you asleep, Gio? Do you sleep, Gio? Oh my God.
Sorry.
Aduh, aduh. It's so funny, Gio. You sleep when we fight to finish
Okay.
our project. It's so funny, Gio. Mm. Okay, Maria, have you ready?
Ready.
Okay. You first, Maria.
Okay.
You can share your slide.
Okay, wait. Kelihatan nggak? Udah ya?
Yes, I can see your slide, but please make it full screen, Maria.
Eh, nggak bisa, Bu.
Okay. Let's present your slide.
Oke. Iya. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Introduce my name is sisiliando from Junior High School 1 Ponorogo. Today I will explain about racism. I took this material because I wanted to explain that everyone in this world is the same and not different. Okay, let's discuss to the first. What is racism? Racist in an idea that feels self-racial is the highest race than any other. This racism is usually associated with tribal, religious, racial, tribal, or physical characteristic of a person. Racism in general can be defined as a predominant or hostile attack of social groups, primarily because of racial identity. Racism takes place in various areas of community life, such as education, healthcare, entertainment, and so on. Such traits of racism can cause disunity between individuals and groups.
Hello, Maria. I lost your voice. Maria. Oh, I'm so sorry because Maria has lost connection, yeah. Okay. Maria told about racism. Yeah. So, Maria will be enjoy in this room. And now, please, Gio, to present your presentation, Gio.
Okay. Okay. Before I start material, let me introducing myself. My name is Arya Gio Wirasaputra from Junior High School 1 Ponorogo.
Excuse me,
Okay.
Gio.
On this occasion,
Gio, excuse me.
yeah.
Uh, Maybe you can move the camera because I just can see a half of your face. Saya cuma bisa lihat separuh wajahmu. Okay. Okay, good.
Nah,
Okay, next,
okay.
Gio.
Okay. On this occasion, I will deliver material about the young generation of nation builders. Okay. I want go to screen. Wait. My screen is okay.
Yes, I can see your screen. Next.
Okay. The young generation of country. Okay. What do you think youth means? Does anyone know friend? Okay, next. According to WHO, the definition of youth is someone aged 10 to 24 years young people, while for those aged 10 to 19 years, the WHO calls it adolescenia or adolescent, according to Mulyana. The definition of youth is an individual who has a dynamic character, meaning that he can have a character that is volatile, optimistic, and has not been able to control stable emotion. Okay, next, guys. I will conclude meaning of youth. Youth are individuals with dynamic characters, often turbulent and optimistic, but do not yet have stable emotion control. Youth face a period of social and cultural change. Meanwhile, according to the draft youth bill, youth are aged between 18 to 35 years. In terms of youth is a period of biological and psychological development. Therefore, you always have different aspiration from the aspiration of society and general. In a positive sense, this different aspiration is called the spirit of reformer. Okay. In Indonesian vocabulary, youth is also known as the young generation and young people. Often the terminology of youth has various definition. Definition of youth above is more of a technical definition based on the categories, while the other definitions are more flexible, where young people are those who have a reforming and progressive five spirit. Okay, next, young generation problems. One, decreased spirit of idealism and nationalism. So the future is uncertain. Three, especially neglected by technology. For malnutrition. Five, lack of respect for elders and others. Okay, next. Youth has a lot of potential to develop this country, including one, dynamic and creativity. What is dynamic and creativity? Dynamic and creativity with an attitude of idealism and strong critical power. It means that our younger generation can generate creativity and dynamics in an order of change renewal and perfecting existing deficiencies. Okay, to courage to take risks. In the development effort, there will definitely be risks. A risk such as mindset construction, ski schedules being hampered, or even failing. Young people with readiness is in knowledge, calculation, and skill can cope will with these vehicles and are also more willing to take risks. Okay, number three is optimism and optimism and enthusiasm in the souls of the younger generation will be the driving force to produce something that is even more advanced so that the information of a strong mentality this is not easily discouraged. Okay, is number four, attitude of independence and discipline. With an independent attitude, they can be aware of reasonable limits and have tolerance and doing with discipline. Okay, so number five is diversity in unity. Okay, diversity in you is a reflection of the diversity of your nation. Diversity is a dynamic and the creative potential based on the spirit of the youth out and the common motto of Bhinneka Tunggal Ika. Okay, so number six is patriotism and nationalism. With an attitude of patriotism and nationalism, the young generation can be involved in efforts to defend the state. Okay, next. Pancasila. 1. Meaning of Pancasila. Pancasila is the symbol of the Garuda bird, which is a type of bird that is well known in ancient mythology or in the history of the archipelago. Garuda is used as a symbol of the country, as a symbol that Indonesia is big and strong nation. On the Garuda bird, there are golden feathers that symbolize majesty and glory. The beak, wings, tail, and claws of the Garuda Pancasila bird are interpreted interpreted as a symbols of strength and development. Okay. The number of Garuda bird feathers was used as symbol of Independence Day of the Republic of Indonesia. Namely on the wings totaling 17, which is the date of Indonesia independence. Then on the tail there are 8 feathers, which mean the month of August. Then there are 19 feathers at the bottom of the shield or base of the tail. While on the next there are 45 feathers, which means the year of Indonesia independence, namely 100. At the foot of the Garuda bird, there is Indonesia state motto Bhinneka Tunggal Ika, which means different but more. On the crest of the Garuda bird, there is a seal that reflects the five principles of Pancasila. Okay, two, practice please Pancasila. Practice please Pancasila. This one, ketuhanan yang Maha Esa. Number one, believing, trusting, and fearing the one true God. Number two, believing and fearing the one true God according to their respective religious and beliefs. Number three, mutual respect and appreciation among believers of the faith. Number five, Number four, creating harmony between religious people. Number five, not imposing a will in a religion and belief in God Almighty on others. Please two, kemanusiaan yang adil dan beradab, including one, treat human beings with dignity and dignity as God's created beings. Number two, treat human beings fairly in rights, obligation, decorous without distinction of tribal, religion, skin, race, gender, social class, to skin color. Number three, mutual tolerance of fellow human beings. Number five, Number four, love each other human beings. And number five, always carry out the values of humanity. Okay, please three, Persatuan Indonesia, including is number one, willing to sacrifice for the sake of the nation and country. Number two, love the homeland. Number three, proud to be Indonesian. Number five, always concerned about the unity of Indonesia such as Bhinneka Tunggal Ika. And number five, preserving world peace. Okay, please four. Kerakyatan yang dipimpin oleh hikmat kebijaksanaan dalam permusyawaratan atau perwakilan, including is one, respect every decision taken fairly. Number two, prioritize common interest over personal and group interest. Number three, must be obliged to take responsibility for the decisions that have been taken. Number four, give confidence to the elected representatives of the people to take decision. Oke, please five, keadilan bagi seluruh rakyat Indonesia, including is one, collaborate. Number two, fight to fellow human beings. Number three is respect the rights and obligation of others. Number four, fight your personal rights to oppose or the detriment of the public interest. And number five, appreciate decisions that are beneficial to the progress and welfare of the public. Okay, next is number 7, attitude of a snake. What is attitude of a knight? The attitude of a knight is synonymous with courage, serving the country, and a high sense of social responsibility. So that with this attitude, the young generation can become defenders and advocates of the law for security and the nation. Okay, number seven is ability to mastery science and technology. Science and technology are currently developing very rapidly. With this knowledge, the younger generation can apply them in their surroundings as the transformers and dynamics. Okay. Of course, the nine potential above must be provided so that the younger generation can be proud of the nation and state. In the basic pattern of fostering and developing the young generation. The young generation is viewed for several aspects, namely age, social psychology, the process of growth and personality development, as well as physical and spiritual adjustment from childhood to adulthood can be influenced by several factors such as mental retardation, misconduct of parent or teacher, negative environmental influences, deaths, barriers, low and juvenile delinquency, drug problem, and others. B. About culture, the development of youth is in the process of modernization with all the side effects that can affect the maturation process. So that if it does not get a clear direction, the future pattern of the state and nation will be different from what is aspiring to. Okay, next. Okay, see socioeconomic. Increased unemployment among youth due to lack of employment opportunities due to population growth and uneven development. Okay, next D, social politics. The lack of direction on political education among youths and the lack of understanding of the Pancasila democratic mechanism, legal order, and national discipline thus constitutes an obstacle to channeling the aspiration of the younger generation. Okay. Then what is meant by the younger generation? That is us because we will be proud of your nation, religion, and state. Because good or bad a nation or a country can be seen from the quality of its youth. Therefore, I invite all the younger generation to think of you in the morning, work you in the afternoon, eat you in the evening, and you sleep at night. If in the morning you cannot think, that later in the afternoon you cannot work. If you cannot work in the afternoon, what do you want to eat? If you do not eat in the evening, you cannot sleep peacefully. Okay. Sukarno said, "Give me 1,000 parents, I will undoubtedly deadly block everything from the roots. Give me 10 young men, I will undoubtedly shake the world." Okay, the point is that youth is the most beautiful time, but the youth that he said is beautiful for a while if are not good at making the best out of it. He will this paper, but it has no meaning for tomorrow. Therefore, the advantage of youth before old age comes, and Egypt, Egyptian food as said that in the hand of the youth lies ummah, and at the feet of the youth lies the affairs of the ummah. Maybe that's all their material I can convey. I hope is useful is if there is mistake, and I word sentence and I apologize much as possible. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Gio, for your explain. Gio taught us about the main idea is how to develop nationalism and patriotism to young generation. His subject is the young generation of country builders. He explained about Pancasila as a base on our country, and he explained one by one of our Pancasila, and um, as a young people, we must save Pancasila and do what is Pancasila in this our life. Okay, thank you so much,
Thank you so
Gio.
much.
Um, okay, students, wait a minute. Okay. Alhamdulillah, we can finish our training. I know that we are so tired because we have so many projects in this school, yeah. And the training uh, is running in um, what is it? When we are fasting. So this is so hard to do. I know we are so tired, so sleepy. and but I'm so proud because you all of you do this challenge uh, by your spirit and do your best. I know exactly. Um, that is not easy, but um, it is become apa ya, a point plus for you. You are different with another student because you uh, have you have win yourself. Yeah, you fight your lazy, you fight your egoism, and you are the winner. Yeah, you are the winner. And as a teacher and as a instructor, I'm so proud to your result. Is it great for us? And you have done to your job. Yeah, congratulations for all of you. And you can do your project in your teamwork. It's very very good. Yeah, and you are so solid. I know. I can see from your collaboration in your group. Yeah, before we collaboration with all of students, I see your presentation on your uh, group, on your each group. Yeah, I always come to your group, and I can see how you develop yourself, how you fight, and how you prepare anything to present your presentation uh, in your good performance, in your best performance. Yeah, I can see that. And if sometimes we find like a trouble, maybe there is just on connection of internet. But I think all of you prepare anything in your good perform. Yeah. Thank you so much your uh, for your brief. Yeah. Thank you so much for your um, what is it? Spirit to finish this training. Yeah. And I hope we can see on the next training. Yeah, on the next program. I hope from this training you can share your knowledge, you can share your experience to another students, not only to your classmate, but you can share to your friend from another school. Yeah, you are so inspiring, you are so inspiring, and give your motivation to all of your friends. Yeah, thank you so much. After this I will upload this recording, and you can save the link, and you can send this link to finish your job. And for all of my mistake, I so sorry. Yeah, and I hope we can um, practice English every day, not only for this training. Yeah, because I think communication is the important things that we need in this era. Yeah, good job, and have a nice dream. Don't forget to finish your job first. Yeah, see you next time, and uh, let we close our meeting with hamdalah. Alhamdulillahirobbilalamin. Thank you so much, and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Keep applause for us. Okay, you are great. See you next time.
See you.
And okay, I will finish this meeting. Yeah. Thank you. Dah.